Blitz 8 High School Football Preview Show with Travis Lee on Channel 8 WMTW.
All right, let's relive our top plays from last year. Check out Edward Little's Gavin Terrio. The bobbling catch. How did he do that? And he goes in for the score. From the Class B state champs, Kennebunk's Jonah Barstow, the 6 spin move in the backfield turns it into a long touchdown run. All right, watch closely for this one. Tobias Perkins of Windham snares the bad punt out of the air, and he takes it back for the score. And don't blink, this happens fast. Levitt's Will Keach shows some incredible reflexes, makes the interception, and takes it to the house for the score. Our plays of the year from a year ago. Now, football might have arrived on the Thornton Academy campus back in 1893, but the school was in essence living in its golden age of football. Under the regime of Kevin Kiesel, the Golden Trojans have won 180 games in his 23 seasons and 6 state titles in the last 11 seasons. For our training camp insider, we eavesdropped on head coach Kiesel and the Golden Trojans preparing for 2024.
Hopefully you got a chance to watch the tape. There's a lot of different things we got to improve on both sides of the ball, right? Let's go. 7 morning. Let's go. If we don't name plate, right, we're gonna one side or the other's gonna do push-ups. Let's go. Every time. Here we go. So go. Finish. Good. Finish. One way to play it. Sweep the leg. Get the leg sweep. We're not competing today. Go for a run around it. Go for a run. Go for a run group. Let's go. Go. Maybe we'll wake up. Gotta go. Good job. Good boy, Dom. Good. Hey, that's a great fit. That's a way to run over the top. Great job. Try to keep him up, though. Keep him up. Yeah, that was good. That was awesome. Good. Wall. Drive. Nice catch. Nice catch.
When he motions like that, does he go out and match that?
We're a man wherever he goes.
Okay.
He goes and buys a hamburger. You get to catch it for him, right? Yeah, we go with him, right? Go with him.
It's the kind of defense I want to play. Go get a burger. All right. Thornton Academy will try and repeat as the Class A champs after 4 losses in the regular season. They played their best football in the postseason, including a 24-14 win over Portland in the state final. The Trojans' 6th title since 2012. And you start with the defending champs when you talk about Class A football, Michael.
Absolutely. And to me, one of the signs of a great coach is how does your team progress and improve over the course of the season. What Thornton Academy did last year, it might have been the most impressive of Coach Kiesel's title teams. They looked dead in the water midway through the season. They wind up bringing home the gold ball. This year is going to be a little bit of a different story where everyone's gunning for them and for good reason because they are loaded. They deserve to be the favorite. There are some other good teams in the South. I think it's going to be more balanced than people think. South Portland, they were better than their record a year ago. They barely missed the playoffs. They have a lot of guys back. I think Coach Filio and that group's ready to make a run. Coach Cooper at Bonnie Eagle, they're always going to be in it. They were a team that made a run to the regional final. Yeah, and then in the North, Portland deserves to be the favorite, no question about it. They had a great season a year ago. Everything went right until that final game. They're back. They're tired of being the bridesmaid at Portland High. They want to break through this year. But Windham and Oxford Hills, I don't think will make it easy on them. But I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see a rematch of last year's title.
Maybe a dark horse in Lewiston, 20 seniors.
Sure. Yep, they've
Joe
come a long
Doobie's
way.
been a player that has stood out over there. And then, of course, Noble with a quarterback and Jameer
Great
Rose.
story.
And Caden Dustin, a skilled guy. Certainly the ability to make plays on offense, and looking forward to an incredible Class A season. Windham is always in the mix up there with Matt Perkins, and they've got some really good offensive targets to move the ball downfield. We'll see if they can get back into the mix here as we look forward to the Class A football season kicking off on Friday. Now, it takes more than one standout for a team to capture a gold ball come November, but some programs boast players who can be cornerstones. Some of them are our players to watch. After an impressive campaign a year ago, Easton Healy has the skills to take South Portland deep into November. He's already won a state title. Thornton quarterback Wyatt Benoit can do it all for the Golden Trojans. Portland will look to run behind 6'2", 300-pound, number 75 Anthony Tavares, a two-way force on the line. Falmouth has a lead back in Indy Backman, who figures to be a factor on both sides of the ball. Returning from injury, Bonnie Eagles' C.J. Cooper is an elite pass catcher with the ability to burn defenses short and long. After throwing for over 2,500 yards as a sophomore, Coney's Parker Morin has the talent for a repeat performance. At 6'5", Brunswick's Trevor Garish will win any jump ball and figures to put up big numbers as a senior. Braden Murch of Oxford Hills emerged as a force his junior year as both a receiver and defender. Will Francis of Arno, another prototypical big play, big physical receiver who can wreck a defense. The play is never over with Noble quarterback Jameer Rose, a dynamic runner and passer, figures to put up video game numbers. Hard to believe that eventually you have to cut down to just a couple of those guys to be finalists for the Fitzpatrick Trophy. Some really good names there, and as always, if the list was 50, then we would have snubbed 10 or 12. When you do 10, we've snubbed 20 or 30. Some great players in the state who've really dedicated themselves to getting better in the offseason. We look forward to seeing them throughout the season. And of course, remember to check out all of the highlights every Friday night, starting tomorrow night, or rather starting Friday night. Well, we'll have some tomorrow night too. Old Orchard is playing tomorrow night. And then Blitz 8 Friday nights. Thanks for joining us on the Blitz 8 preview show. We've had a lot of fun. To Michael Hoffer and all the coaches and players that we've been able to talk to throughout the preseason. We look forward to a great season, and we'll see you from week 1 all the way through Gold Ball.